It's the most anticipated regular season matchup as Tom Brady returns to what we thought was his forever home. Can he join Favre and Peyton as the only QBs to beat every team? Find out next.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. 4 yards remain for second down.
Now Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And Mike Evans has been the model of consistency and excellence. 7 years in the league. He's been a 1,000-yard receiver 7 times, the first guy in league history to do that, and he makes another catch there for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week: 21 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
On 2nd and 7, Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Brady, Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And they run with Harris off the option. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing, Jones. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A good pickup there at 22.
3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Brady, 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Patriots take over. Damian Harris of the Patriot offense ready to take over again. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Brady going to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
An extra quarter comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Off the play fake. Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Brady to Evans on the slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Dante Hightower breaking through to take him down behind the line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
.13 yards remaining on second down. To throw is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First down catch there by O.J. Howard. Well done, and he's got to be excited because he missed a lot of the fun last year after suffering a torn Achilles back in Week 4. But his head coach, Bruce Arians, says the sky's the limit for him in 2021 after rehabbing in the offseason.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Matt Judon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd down, Fournette. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Damian Harris and the Patriot offense ready to take over again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
And you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency. And on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, a career-high 60 catches last year. He expects that number to go up in New England.
Now Jones on 1st down. Airing it out deep for Smith. Touchdown, Patriots. Jones Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time, and that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they'd only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point up and good by Succop, and the lead is down to 4. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Damian to the Patriot offense ready to take over again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Trevor Lawrence, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Jones throwing on first down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. "51 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On play action, now Brady. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Brady to throw again. And a catch right side by Evans. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Now a play fake, Brady. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second and 11. Now Brady again. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Rob Gronkowski. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Succop for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
On third down, here's Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Brady to throw. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Got a man. It's Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Well, they wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him.
Jones hit, and the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Let's go.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try now for Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. And Jones going to keep once more. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Brady. And, oh, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Brady now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Brady now on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Brady to Evans on the slant. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa. Again, it's Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run forward with Fournette. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Touchdown! It's complete. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Complete. Smith has it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shreds him with a stiff touchdown. Patriots. Jonnu Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Brady. This will be caught by Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Brady going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. Jones now on 1st and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A handoff to Fournette. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And Succop will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one, touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 13, a little over a minute to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
To throw is Jones.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no
timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay.